I'm Braden Shumpert and welcome to Real. I am an 18-year-old kid just out of high school, starting a career in real estate. I know, big and scary, adult jobs. Regroup. The whole purpose of this video stuff that I'm thinking about doing is so I can document my real estate career, because I feel like what's really cool with technology nowadays is that we have the ability to actually go through and keep track of what we've done in our lives. So that's kind of what I'm doing with this. It could be a little entertaining for somebody out there, or if not, it's just fun to have for myself. A little bit about me. Like I said, graduated high school. I have a great family. That's my dad. He's the one that helped me land this job and kept me on this path to do real estate. Over there is my mom. She's great, obviously. She raised me. My two brothers, and then that is my girlfriend of almost 4 years, and she's soon to be my fiance. But she doesn't know that, so don't tell her. So now that we got some of that out of the way, and my cat is biting my foot. Oh my gosh. This is the cat. This is Rocket. We named him after the raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy, if anyone watches that. Okay. So, stop. The riveting question being, what is real estate? And the most simple answer I can give is the one that Google gives, which is property consisting of land or buildings. I mean, how much simpler can get? Whoa. How much simpler can that get? And that's pretty straightforward. I don't know if this is more confusing to you. I guess we can do more research and have a whole nother thing on that. But that is the basics. Alright, there's a cat. So you may be wondering, how can you become a real estate agent? How did an 18-year-old straight out of high school get into real estate? Stop! Get off the table. You want to do stuff when I'm doing stuff. To become a real estate agent, it's actually quite simple. It's just a little time consuming. You gotta be 18, so if you're not 18, wait. Actually, I think you can do your classes. I did my classes at 17. You got 90 hours of classes, and that is long. It's a bunch of information you're not gonna really use later in your career, but it's good to know. It's history, you know. It's some fun stuff. Another thing that you should be prepared for that I was not is a ton of fees. There's so much money to be spent when you're getting your license. You got to get background checks. You got to do, you know, all the fun stuff, all the fun paperwork, the little tiny fees that they just throw in there for no reason. You also got to stay on task because your class will expire. And I was not aware of that either, and had to pay a pretty hefty fine to continue doing that. And I only needed like 3 more hours to be done, so I paid a decent amount of money just for 3 extra hours of class. Stay on task. That is key when you're doing this kind of stuff. I've been actually a licensed realtor for 2 weeks now. Well, I guess 3. I was on vacation. You know, you gotta get a break after your first week of work. You gotta go straight to the beach. But after about 2 weeks of being on the phone and taking calls and meeting people, it is way more challenging than I was anticipating. What I do in our brokerage is we are partners with Zillow. So we get leads from Zillow every day. The phone is always ringing and we gotta answer them, and then we go meet those people. That's the majority of what my job is. Trying to build my book of business and meet people, and get people into their next home. And it's absolutely amazing to think about what I would be doing if I didn't have a constant amount of calls per day. I mean, on my own, I'd be way less busy, and that's not somewhere you want to be. If you're not busy, then you're doing something wrong. It's not easy, not as easy as it looks. I think the biggest thing for me that I've learned going through this whole thing was that you gotta be okay with working for free. And when I say that, I mean like when you're going out to meet these people and you're gonna show them houses, or it's specifically only with when you're being a buyer's agent. You gotta be okay with going out there and not making any money. You know, you're spending money. You're going out there, you're paying for your gas. Maybe you'll get lunch on the way, and time. time is worth more than money, so you're spending your time with these people, and maybe they're just not ready to buy. And you know, that's okay. A house is a very big decision. 9 times out of 10, or 99 times out of 100, you're not gonna get something under contract the first day. And that's something that I've had to come to terms with very quickly, because man, I thought I was gonna go out here and sell a $2 million house in a day. That's not what has happened. My ego has really been put in check in these past 2 weeks. Didn't make that $1 million in the first 2 weeks like I was expecting. Not actually. That's very unrealistic. The biggest thing you gotta do is just stay organized. If you're not organized, you're gonna fall behind quickly, very, very, very quickly. With this new job and this career path that I've chosen, there's a lot of cool things to look forward to. I think the biggest one right now is obviously the first home I get under contract, or the first house I sell, whichever one comes first. You know, I've spoken to the cat. I've spoken to 25 potential buyers so far with Zillow. So that's our leads and all that. So far, nothing under contract. You know, these people, they're just not ready, and that's fine. That's fine. That's something you have to be okay with, something you have to be okay with if you choose to go down this career path. People just aren't gonna buy instantly. That's unrealistic and unfair to think that of people when they're trying to find out where they want to live. And you know, just to encourage you guys or anyone, and especially myself, when I go back and watch this, when I'm down in the dumps and I haven't made a sale or haven't got anything under contract yet, you gotta keep in mind that the first 30 days are hard. You got no money, you got no income coming in at the moment. It sucks. It sucks for a little bit. Keep the course, keep doing what you're doing. It's gonna happen eventually. I mean, there's no way. I mean, you spend all this time and effort, you're not gonna not see a turnaround. So keep that in mind when you're doing this stuff. You got this. The physical labor is not difficult. I mean, you're answering the phone calls and you're driving. That's pretty basic, easy stuff. It's the volume and the amount that comes in all at once. Specifically, when I talk about this, I'm talking about Zillow calls. It's a lot, and you got to be ready for it. That's where the challenge is you know, staying organized, staying on task, and keeping up with these people, and being able to answer your phone. I think that is all I have for this one. I'm gonna keep track of these. I'm gonna try to do my best, make it a little bit more entertaining. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know. I might have to retake it. We're gonna watch it through. If you got anything, any encouragement for anybody going into real estate, especially if you're an agent that's been around the block for a little bit, please say something in the comments and let other people be encouraged by your words. And then if there's anything else you guys want to see, if any questions, any takes you want for me to elaborate on, especially from the point of view of someone straight out of high school and right into a lifelong career, and something, you know, if you want to know my perspective on things, or if, you know, you just want to see what perspective on real estate as a whole, as someone new and learning the ropes as I continue to go down this real estate path. So yeah, that is all I have for now. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.